Hey friends, welcome to my studio. Happy Wednesday, Friends Day. I am so excited you're here. It really makes my day to connect with you guys through YouTube. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Here with me today is Miss Emily.
Hello.
She's like, oh, that was so corny. That's why I did it. We're going to paint a cardinal and a polar bear today. And right now I have a working title of Red and Whitey. But if you guys can think of a title, post it in the chat, post it in the comments, and let me know. The best titles I have for my paintings have come from you guys, so I really appreciate that too. Okay, I'm going to grab the phone, and this time I'm going to put it up and over my video arm, so we're really going to go for a ride this time. All right. Because then I think oh geez, that looks so bad. The microphone cords will then be less in my way.
Yes, hopefully.
You could tell that was really hard for me to think and do and talk. You know, I just set up the shot and then it doesn't look.
I know. I don't know what it is about live, but it makes it a little more zoomed out than even like when you just normally film.
Sorry guys, I'm trying to adjust the video arm a little bit. Well, it actually made it more to the, oh no, that's not any better. It's not, it just isn't the same. That's interesting. Here, maybe I can, sorry guys for all the wiggling. I will just move my painting down. That's going to be a heck of a lot easier.
Yeah, it's a pretty straight angle, so that's nice.
Cool. Okay, I scooted it down just a smidge. Alrighty, so I painted the background with this 1-inch Menta line from Royal Langnickel. And I've done this background quite a bit. And then my first thought was it's not light enough down here because your sky generally gets lighter and grayer as it goes down. But I could fix that. We'll see how the polar bear looks. And then I traced it on using my traceable. And I used this pretty teal color, which worked great because it'll blend into my background much better. But then I didn't think you guys could see it. And if there's anybody there, because I'm not looking at the chat, let Emily know if you can see the traceable on this blue background.
I can. I mean, me watching, I can see it.
That's true. I could ask you.
So yeah.
The person who's sitting right here with me.
Yeah, I can see it. It looks good. It looks good. You can tell that it's the polar bear, the tree branch, the cardinal.
That's so funny. I did not think of that. So I'm just kind of rearranging a few things on my desk. So I love using phthalo blue green shade and neutral gray 5 for snow and background colors. It kind of gives it a little bit of a vintage look to it, I think. Maybe a 50s or 60s look. Here's a painting I did, I think maybe 2 years ago. Isn't that cute? But that's phthalo blue green shade and neutral gray 5. And just various shades of more blue or more gray, white. The green is actually Hooker's green. And it starts looking black in the trees. Anyway, I think that's just neat. I think it's a neat, let me know if you like that, and we'll do more of them. I think it's a neat snow background. Anything else? I already showed you the traceable. So we'll file that. Just like trying to make a room. Okay, let's get going. Maybe we can get this one. I don't know if we can paint this one live. So there's the phthalo blue green shade, and then I mixed, I'm going to paint more winter scenes, so I'll save this. But I had way too much phthalo blue in it when I started adding the neutral gray 5 to it. So I've got quite a big puddle, and here's more of what I'm looking for in that gray color. Of course, it's going to look a little different on your phone, your iPad, whatever you're watching on. But I'm going for more grayish. And it starts looking a little green. That's kind of a hint, too, if that helps you. Titanium white, and I also have some titanium white over here. As I mentioned, neutral gray 5. Burnt umber for the branch, because I thought that would be easy. Yellow orange azo, in case we want some yellows for in the cardinal. Cadmium red light, just because I've been using a lot of quinacridone lately, so I thought I would get out the cadmium reds. And this is cadmium red deep hue, and it's really old, and it's starting to get a little old on me, which you can't tell on the video. So it's time to use that up too. Anything else? I can't think of anything else. I'm going to start with the branch so we can put the cardinal and the cardinal feet over it. Oh, and I just kneaded into my kneaded eraser some little paper towel bits. Because I was splattering, and so I put like little bits of paper towel over a beak or eyes or whatever, and I just squished it in there because I didn't see that I picked it. Just in case you think we're rehearsed, which I don't think you would. Now it's stuck to my fingernail. Okay, I think that sets the table. If you have any questions, post them in the chat or in the comments after the video goes live. This is a kneaded eraser that just, it's like Silly Putty if you're old enough. Do they still have Silly Putty, Em?
I don't know. I mean, they did when I was little, but I didn't ever just collect so much hair. I never liked it.
Well, yeah,
so much
especially
grossness.
If you don't put it back in the little egg. It came in a little egg.
Yeah, it did.
You know, and this is a different brand. It's a little stickier, which I like for, you know, doing what I'm doing now, but I don't like to feel it. Oh, when I was teaching in-person beginning watercolor classes, one of the, I don't like to call them students because I just think of them as friends, but one of the students said, how do you know when, you know, this isn't any good anymore? I'm like, oh, well, you just can't stand it. It'll get darker and darker. If it gets too sticky or stinky, they're like $1.50. Just get a new one. I don't know, they might even get hard. I usually get grossed out by them before. I don't know if they actually would get hard over time. Kneading them makes it softer and also works the, boy, I'm on a soapbox, works the stuff into the eraser. Okay, let's get rid of those little pieces of paper towel. I think I'm going to use a number 4 flat brush. Oh, can't even tell. I've used it so much from Royal Langnickel. Okay, I'm done chatting. How's everybody doing today?
It's finally getting cold.
It is.
I feel like we kind of skipped fall. Because it
mean?
stayed hot for so long.
Oh, except for the trees did really well this year.
They did, yeah.
But you notice like all the leaves now. We had our first freeze yesterday or the day before.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and now all the leaves are starting to really fall off the trees. I'm trying to decide how I want to do this. I think the 6x8's a nice size for...
Mm-hmm. It's a little bigger, but still fits nice in the frame.
Yeah. So I'm just getting some paint down, and I'll probably paint over those feet. So just brush strokes in the direction of the tree branch. Plus, I think those little jaggies, which I'm smoothing some out right now, can kind of help. Oops, I have so much paint on my brush because I mixed with my brush. But I didn't feel like I needed to mix a whole pile with my palette knife. And if you go outside the line, it doesn't matter, it's a tree branch. Oh, Emily, I noticed, I was just moving some things there on YouTube, that the cloud video that probably showed up in the intro, because it's up on my wall here, it's like our best video now.
Really?
Because that short little 3-minute cow video with no music. Oh, I did that on purpose.
Oh, you did it on purpose? Oh, okay.
Yeah, thanks,
I thought I fell by accident.
I'll probably want it. It's our best video. It's really picking up speed, and I don't know how old it is.
Cloud, like the very first cloud video?
This one right there. The best how to paint clouds, and all I did was just show them how to use whites and some different tools.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, there's, you know, you could add color, you could...
I'll check how old it is. I don't think it's that terribly that old, you know?
Yeah, but I think it's interesting that it's... I don't know if it's because, like, we use the title best.
Yeah.
It seemed cheesy to me, but I've heard that that's a good idea.
It's 7 months old, so I mean, it's that acrylic cow, or whatever, that little cow. Are you talking about the cow painting that?
Yeah, the best one that's got like 8,000 views, and there's no music. It's just like a 3-minute time lapse before I was doing YouTube like I am now, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's only 7 months old. That other one is 2 years old, so.
Well, I guess that's not quite so old. I'm excited, but I'm just like, you never know. I think YouTube must think people like it or something.
Mm-hmm. Or people look up how to paint clouds, I guess, and.
Yeah. The other polar bear I have has been pretty popular. I don't know how many views it has. You don't have to look. It's just that's why one of the reasons. Well, the main reason is I just think this is cute.
Yeah, I think I might like, by the time this one's done, I might like this guy better.
The other one's I Got Your Back, and I like it because the Cardinal looks cranky.
Yeah, he does, or something.
Yeah. But, that's not everybody's cup of tea. My burnt umbers, I always say it's always a little dry.
I do like the background in that, the other polar bear video, though.
Yeah, it's a different color background.
It's a little swirly and...
Swirly and blue, and then I stippled that polar bear, which took a long time.
Is this one going to be more
I think we're just going to be brush strokey, just to make it different. Well, and I just stippled an ornament. I don't think it's posted. It hasn't posted yet. A polar bear. No, I didn't.
If I remember...
I stippled something.
If I remember how many times I think you repeated, what is the full... Oh, no, wait. The full video's November 5th.
Oh, 5th, yeah.
And now I can't remember. 5 times last week.
Is that the one?
It was like...
That's the gnome video.
Friday, November 5th. Yeah, because you stippled the hat in that one.
I stippled the hat.
But you kept saying Friday, November 5th. November 5th on Friday.
Yeah. Gonna look at my personality or my brain or whatever. That's looking pretty good already. Oops, I want to leave a... Oh, you know what I didn't go get, Emily, is a Kleenex because I'm looking down.
Yeah, I'll go get one.
Thank you. When do you have time? I'll leave a little shadow. Whenever I'm in doubt, my light comes from up over here. And then I know I've mentioned it, but that works. Like this could be a cute garden flag, welcome friends. It could be a greeting card that I'll send the art to my agent. And I typically have the light coming from up over here because it works most of the time unless I flip the image. And then it's like, well, only work works one way, but usually it's not a problem. Oh, and I just got white. Where did I pick that up from? I got it on the top of my hand. I've got white on my painting. I don't know where it came from.
We can wash it off. If you get to it quick enough.
Yep. That's something nice about painting the background. The background yesterday. Oh, it's on my fingernail. I just found it. Thanks, hon. You can still wake up the paint a day later, but not nearly as easily. How long does it take acrylic paint to cure? I don't know. A week would be super safe. I usually just wait a day or two and then put on a isolation coat and then wait another day or so and put on varnish. Just kind of watch if you see the paint underneath lifting up, stop, wait another day. Let's see, I might flip this. I love that masking tape, it keeps me in frame. So I was going to call that branch done just to keep things moving. And I decided to add some stuff. This is the burnt umber, which I'm sure you guys know. And then I always paint over the side in case somebody puts this in a plate stand or little small easel. I think it looks just a little bit nicer. Some artists paint the sides black, but I like it wrapping around. The paint is kind of dry. So as we're doing this live, we had Halloween on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a pretty good crowd. So that was fun. It's just so fun to see the costumes. And just how elaborate they are. And a lot of the parents dress up as they're, because they're walking around. And I think I was out there an hour and a half, 2 hours.
How many kids do you think?
Oh, I didn't count the candy. Plus, as it gets towards like 8 o'clock, I'm like, take a handful.
Mm-hmm. I'm going inside. Take a handful.
Well, and then I just ended up leaving. It seemed like it totally ended.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just left the bowl on the porch with the front door open and the light on. And the candy disappeared. So there must have been enough kids that...
Or at least one kid.
Well, two, because both your father and I checked on it, and
mm-hmm.
it was lower but not empty.
Okay.
So I don't know, 100. I've seen it busier in past years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I was talking to Libby, since she lives in the neighborhood, and she said that, I think when I had asked her, maybe only like an hour in, she said that they've probably had 40 already.
Yeah.
But they live on like a nice like, you're going to catch a lot of kids.
Yeah.
A nice loop.
Well, I told you that our neighbor girls class met down.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guys. Met down by her house.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be a class of 30 that might have descended on her house.
Yeah.
Where I didn't get that because I'm not in as good a location.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's so fun. Some of the neighbors were sitting out. So did I tell you, Em, I met the new neighbors?
Oh, yes. Or no, you did not tell me, but you met them?
Yeah,
Nice.
I don't know how old he is, but she's 30.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, yeah, I'm old enough to be your mom. Oh, they're really excited. They're from Nebraska. He's from Omaha.
Mm-hmm.
They were in Kansas City for I don't know how long. And they said it was really nerve-wracking to try and buy a house and really expensive.
Yeah, yeah, the market's not fun right now.
No. And then the previous owner was asking if they made any changes. She's like, we just spent all our money.
On your house.
Yeah. But instead of having the mail forwarded, she's asking them to text her, the previous owner.
Mm.
So we chat about that since I know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, they seem really nice.
Yeah, I feel like the neighborhood's turning over. I mean, there's always kids in it, but I feel like maybe our street or something is turning over.
That's good.
That means you're the oldie on the block.
Getting there. There's a couple older, but two?
Not many.
Just two. No, three. Well, I don't know. I don't know about one on the corner, but...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we used to be the youngin'. Some of the younger. You were just in kindergarten. I'm just making this fatter because my brush got a little wonky. And when I talk, I paint slower. So I'm telling myself to speed up. So now this is kind of dangerous. I'm trying to clean it up next to wet paint. Probably should. Ooh, I think I'm getting away with it. Probably shouldn't just leave it alone. I don't know if you can see it, but it'll make it look lighter and then it'll dry back to the normal. I don't know if you can see that normal color of the blue background. That's looking pretty good. Probably should work on the Cardinal. Oh, I just glanced at the chat and I see Dan. He did a pretty magnolia painting. I just saw it. I think I saw it today on YouTube. I don't know when he posted it.
I think I saw when I was, since I have access to your Instagram or something like that, I sometimes if I accidentally open your notifications, it opens yours, and then I have to go back or whatever to my own. But I think I saw that, or when I got into your Instagram, it was Dan's kind of set up, and he had like a big flower, or like it was like a tree, a big branch of some kind.
Kind of pinks and violets.
Yeah, I don't know if that's what you saw.
Yep.
Okay, yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, I saw that. It was looking cool.
Really pretty. I looked for a live on Sunday, but I don't know if you, Dan, I don't think you did one. I didn't, or I missed it. I woke up too late.
Oh, Chase has made his weekly appearance in the chat with
Hey,
his
Chase.
little goat emoji and his $4.99.
Thank you, Chase, man. Thank you for stopping by. You definitely make our day. So I'm mixing a little blue with the brown, and it'll look blacker. Blacker? Is that
More black?
More black? Just gonna thin that out a little bit. Okay, so I might need a little more. Oh, is my palette on?
Yes, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's fully on camera.
That's the upside of what YouTube does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can you have a little bit more leeway. I don't think you or I have ever, but have, and I don't know if you technically have a purpose for it, but I've always kind of wanted to get a tube of that Blackest Black.
Oh,
I've never
heard of such a thing.
Oh, you've never heard of the Blackest Black? It's like,
I like the.
Yeah, it was, I don't know if it was not new when I was still like in college and taking art classes, but like, it's supposedly literally like the Blackest Black paint you can buy. I think it's acrylic. I don't know if there's like a Blackest Black of other kinds. But they painted like a mask, and it's so black that under certain lightings you literally don't see that the shape of the face anymore.
Huh.
So let's see here.
So it's black.
It's the Blackest Black. Yeah, there's like 0.0s of it, so there's like an original. Oh, they have an ink. Okay. But there's like a 2.0 and a 3.0. I don't know if like people have preferences over that, but it's supposed to be like black. Very black. I wish I could. Oh yeah, here's the mask thing that I was talking about. But it's so black that you lose, like, it almost makes it like tricks your eye and it makes the item look flat as opposed to like 3D or whatever.
Sure, you can't see any value changes, so you read it as flat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, there you go. Thank you.
Yeah, I went kind of intellectual there.
But I can't send pictures. So I was going to say, I found this perfect like diagram, but I had to scroll through a bit to get it. But it's so much more black than...
And it's acrylic paint?
I believe so.
Interesting.
I believe so.
How have I not heard of this?
Well, it's only since 2016. Okay, so maybe it was like right when I was in college.
I probably, like, we saw it in the store and I was with you and I just don't remember.
I think you have to buy it online. I don't think they sell it in the store. I mean, maybe some places they sell it in the store, but I've never seen it in the store. Especially Michael's. I've never seen it at Michael's for sure. Let's see here. Absorbs up to 99% of visible light. Apply with a brush or a spray. So I think there's different kinds now. Works on most, now I'm like you, works on most surfaces. It's super weird. I should.
Sounds like an army military thing.
Yeah, oh yeah, like how they make how they somehow fabricate, it's a bunch of mirrors or whatever, so you don't see the plane or something like that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, when it was a bat wing, I don't know if it was a bomber, but bat wing, something flew over our other house.
I thought it flew over this one.
No, Dad and I were out on the back deck.
Then
we moved in after 9/11 into this house.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, I kind of didn't want to mention 9/11 because that's such a sad thing.
Yeah. But I remember you didn't hear it until it was gone.
Yep.
It was super creepy.
And it was really low.
I remember that. I remember looking at my bedroom window and like seeing it.
Oh, did you? Oh.
But you don't like you didn't like the sound came like after it. It's spooky.
It's spooky.
This is why you need like a monitor, because I want to show you the black is black, but
instead of my iPad.
It's cool though. I've seen people use it for like line work a lot. I guess if you're not going to use it for its purpose of, I don't know what its technical purpose would be, but a lot of people will use it for like ultra black line work or just to get like achieve more depth, because you can only go so black with a true acrylic paint.
Right. Huh. I learned something today. I think that's cool. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say Tinker's in the chat and she says I'm late to the party, but I brought, and then she put a bunch of donut emojis for everyone.
Oh, yum. Thank you. Oh, that's cute. So I'm kind of thinking you could call it underpainting, just... Oh, you know what? Can work to your advantage, or you might want... So if I paint... Sorry, guys, I'm talking and I'll just go ahead and do this here and see how it looks, and then we'll... So in theory, it's a little bit transparent color, and the blue should show through a little bit. Let's paint a little white. Let's see, where do I want the white? Because their wings tend to be a little darker. Let's paint some white here. We'll have it sun catching. And we'll let it dry, and then we'll paint some red over it. So it's one way to get a little faster value change and range. You don't get more range, but you get, I guess faster is a better description in what you're painting. And I got kind of, I wonder if my brush was dirty. It got a little dirty on me. And you can see why I watched Angela Anderson last night. If any of you guys watched her, she did a gorgeous still life. Pomegranates and grapes. And of course the video, I'm not saying, when I say this, I don't mean her painting wasn't stunning, but the video does smooth it out. So it helps it make it look even neater. And she did it in 2 hours. I'm like, no way.
Dang.
I know. I mean, it's quite a few grapes, a pomegranate that wasn't cut and one that was cut open. So all the little seeds and things inside, I'm just like, wow.
I'd be sweating.
I think she used to. I don't watch her all the time. But yeah, you would. So we'll just kind of catch some highlights here and see what we think. We can always change it. It'll also remind me. Let's have one here. Oh, I bet my table's wiggling. I could see it.
Yeah, a little bit.
We've come a long way from the first live when I brought the phone over and nothing was right, and I panicked. Panicking live is always a good look.
But But nobody, unless you were there, it didn't happen anymore, so.
Because you edited it out?
Yeah, because it was like 8 minutes of sheer panic. Well, not sheer panic,
It
but
wasn't
like
sheer
just
panic.
trying to figure out what was wrong. So I was like,
and you were doing such a good mom job of trying to keep me calm. Well, I think it's funny. I mean, you know, it also is good for me to remind me, like, I was barely nervous before we started. So, and anything you practice gets better. Anything you do gets better with practice. See, I like to kind of play, which I don't know if that's that interesting, so I'll stop here. And then I go back for a little more because I know this dried darker. A lot of times, even white needs a couple coats. Oh, you know what we could do? Paint the beak white because I'm going to want it. So on cardinals, I feel like the beak's a lot of times the same color as the bird, but I kind of like to make it a little lighter.
So, I see in the chat that Eric says hello, and he gave a super chat for $4.99.
Oh, Eric. Thank you.
So, I don't know if this is a nice segue for,
Oh.
I think he's the one that suggested to call it an ice cream break.
Yeah, I knew.
Because it's 12:30, so I don't know if you want to do your PBS brought to you break.
Well, I just want to thank people for saying. Thank you, Eric. That's super generous. We'll get the white on and then we'll let it dry, which would be a good time.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks. I almost feel like we should paint a little bit on the polar bear.
Tinker says it looks like a white bird wearing a Christmas hat right now.
It does.
It does.
It does. Oh, I like that we laugh. I like that art. It just makes me happy. You know, I was going to sit on my stool and I didn't. Okay, so I want to thank Lanny B so very much for sending money through PayPal. It really, really helps us. I've mentioned this a couple times now, but I'm saving up for canvases. I'm starting to get towards the end of my stash that I have. And Bonita G, I'm looking in the chat. Are you in? If you're
yes, she commented like very, very beginning. Her usual like hello. So
thank you, Bonita, for sending money through PayPal. You are spoiling us, and we really, really appreciate it. Plus, we appreciate all your support in the chat and everywhere else. Thank you, guys. I think that's about it. Oh, here, what's coming up? I don't know when this is coming up, but this still has pencil crumbs or eraser crumbs on it. This is a video coming up on a 12 by 16, or you could paint it on a 6 by 8. So I'll set up a traceable. It's going to go with the other, I think it's 12 by 24 inch snowman painting I did last year. It's actually on my traceable landing page because it shows you has a link to how to print out a big size printable. So that's coming up. And I think that's, and then next live, this is not much to look at. We're going to paint a 5 by 7 canvas. This is from Michael's. It's 1.5 inches deep. I really like them. They're tucked and splined. We're going to paint palette knife poppies. And we're going to do it vertical because I'm pretty sure the video I have on YouTube is horizontal.
yes, it is.
So we'll see if we can't do that just live. There won't be a traceable for that one.
Well, shoot, you worked that in fast. I think someone just asked for that last week in the chat.
Yeah, and another person asked for I showed this church. They want me to do either this one or another version of this one. I mean, I write stuff down. I had Tinker asked me to do a horse.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just kind of like, okay, can I work it in, and what do I have to do for the galleries, and what do I need to do for my agent? And I mean, you guys can relate to that. But I write it down. And then if I still forget it, I won't be offended if you remind me. Okay, so let's take some of this.
Do you know?
stomach just
Actually, I can
growled.
look myself. Never mind.
Okay. Probably should use a bigger brush. It'll go quicker.
Okay, yeah, you do. I was gonna ask if you had the snowman that one.
The bigger one?
Yeah, if it was in the description, but it is.
Is it? Oh, I don't.
Yes.
I can't. You know, I set those up week to 10 days ahead of time. I'm going to sit down. Hopefully I don't bump anything. Kind of like a warning. Okay, we need to get moving. Okay.
Yeah, your Cardinal still looks like he's over a month ahead of time. He's ready for Christmas.
Maybe I am painting. I feel like I'm behind for Christmas. I can't see where that wing went. Where's something?
Do you need the traceable on the ground? Okay.
Thank you, though.
Mm-hmm.
So now I kind of want a littler brush, but I might just make it work. All right, and then let's switch. So you can you see on the video where the white, I scumbled to kind of an oval underneath? And then there's the red over the blue. I'm hoping you can see the value shift. And now we're going to shift again. You could also just put a little, I kind of like doing it that way because it's more red. You could put a little yellow in it and a little white in it and just lighten it up and paint it that way. I'm thinking this one would be a fairly popular video. I'm thinking I don't know which one to pin. I feel like I should pin the gnome ornament because it'll be posting this Friday, like I kept mentioning in the last live. Because it'll be up, it'll be the first one up, and it's winter, you know.
You mean like pin it to the homepage of your YouTube?
Yeah, like right now I have the fall gnome.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I was thinking this one actually maybe I could pin this one in January.
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
Actually, I could do that. I was just thinking people might like this one better and people like cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
So, one reason to take care of your brushes is because then you can get crisper lines. I tend to kind of abuse them. So I'm trying to get it to flow here. There we go. Oh, I'm getting quiet. Guess what I started watching, Emily?
Did you start watching Ted Lasso?
I did. But by the time we get to it, we can watch it again. I won't remember.
Or I can just watch it too.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. I've watched the first 3 episodes. And then I had lunch with favorite son, Jack. And we talked about it, which was fun.
Good.
Yeah. He can talk politics, but I really am not. I'm much better at Ted Lasso.
He can talk anything. Oh my gosh.
He can talk anything.
He's a sponge.
Yeah, he is. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. Like, I love that we'll just make, like, a comment on something just random. I don't know, like...
Tardigrades.
Yeah, tardigrades. Oh my god, yeah. When we were talking about that with Gramps. Whatever those weird little things were.
Little weird prehistoric things they found, I think, under a glacier.
Something, yeah. And, or... It was some, also when we were at the zoo, there was something, and he's like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, how would you ever, even if I learned that like 5 years ago, he can just pull it out.
Yeah. Yep. I called him Wiki for a little while.
Wiki.
You know, but
I remember that, yeah.
I think that wasn't, you know, I stopped.
It wasn't a fave.
I really liked it, and I thought it was a compliment, but I think that wasn't so cool. Yeah, the retention.
I just don't have that retention. Thank you for passing that down to me.
Yeah, I don't either. I suppose you can get better at anything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, holy crud.
I would just have to, I feel like he can read it once and he's got it, and I would need to read it 5 times to get it.
Notes in the margin, notes in your notebook, review. Or I'm speaking for myself here. Review.
Yeah. I would write notes in school, and then I would read it aloud. And once it's kind of like past the point of flashcards and you can't really study with flashcards anymore, it's like I would write it, read it aloud, write it again, read it aloud.
Yeah.
Then highlight through the second pair of notes, and that's like all I could do.
And hope spelling wasn't part of the thing.
Yes.
Yeah, me too. Aren't you glad that I understood?
Yeah. Oh, English was, I loved writing, but I could never imagine passing English if like Word wasn't a thing, like using a Word document where it tells you all the misspellings and that doesn't make sense and it formats it for you, and using a website and I just put in my book information and it cites it for you. And
oh yeah, that's nice. Oh yeah. Now I'm kind of jealous. Oh my gosh, it was horrible for me. Spell check is the best thing that ever happened. So I might lighten up this wing just so I can see it, and then we'll see what we want to do with it.
he's looking plump.
I like fat birds. Maybe we'll actually put some black in here. That might help me. I probably should get to the polar bear here pretty quick. I think we'll give him like... So what's kind of nice about, I would call this a more cartoony style, is you don't have to worry about, how fat is it, or... But even my real birds go a little fat on me. So Ted Lasso, I think, has won Emmys.
I think
2 seasons.
I think it's...
If anybody, I don't know if anybody in the chat's watched it. No spoilers, but, did you like it, and is there 2 seasons? Of course, maybe they have their own conversation going on just because I'm not watching them.
No, we're pretty quiet today in the chat.
We need something exciting to happen.
Yeah. It has a 95 on Rotten Tomatoes. Wow.
Are you trying to crochet and I'm interrupting?
I'm half crocheting, yeah. But it's not hard to put down.
Well, then I can't tease you if you're nice about it. I said that quiet. I can't tease you if you're nice about it.
Let's see.
Oh, my hat worked great on Halloween.
Good.
Thank you. Emily crocheted a hat for me. Oh, I kind of like that. I think we'll...
Your little bird. You're looking good.
So that's the same color over white. I think that's kind of fun how it's darker over the blue. I'm going to grab a little of the...
It's been nominated for 20 Emmy Awards.
Whoa.
Wow. Becoming the most nominated freshman comedy in Emmy Award history.
Gosh. No pressure to like it.
Yeah.
Oops, I'm picking up paint, so I'm just going to leave that alone.
I think the top 3 billed actors will have won for their performance. So, Ted Lasso, who's played by Jason Sudeikis.
Yeah, I think so.
Hannah Waddingham and Brett Goldstein have all won awards for their performance. And then the series won Outstanding Comedy in 2021. Let's see here.
Oh, I think we'll move on to the polar bear. Oops. How much? Let's see. Oh, I didn't start my watch. It is 12:45.
It's 12:45 on the dot. You felt it.
Oh, well, that's what's nice about my iPad is I can... Well, actually, it says right on my watch. Sorry, you were in the middle of Rotten Tomatoes there.
Oh no, I was just reading that they've been nominated a lot.
Yeah. This is more of a fun painting. I don't know if I have as many. Sometimes art tips crop up.
Yeah, only 2 seasons, but I think it got renewed for a 3rd.
I assume so. Oh yeah, he's looking funny. He's looking a little sports-like with that black band I put on him.
Yes, it's renewed for a 3rd.
So the athletic director in Ted Lasso,
Mm-hmm.
I think his character's name is Higgins. I'm not totally sure.
Mm-hmm.
He's sort of like waits on the lady, the woman who owns the soccer team.
Mm-hmm.
He is Sprat, the butler for Maggie Smith in Downton Abbey, which may relate to my generation more than yours.
Oh. Yeah, I've never watched Downton Abbey.
And I loved him as Sprat, and I think I'm going to like him even more in this. Like, oh, and it's fun to see a little more range, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He was kind of a snobby deadpan butler in Downton Abbey. But I love it when you see actors, and they're like, oh, you were in, and you were in, you know, get more roles.
Oh, yeah, Higgins, Jeremy Swift.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, is that his name?
I believe so.
Yeah.
If whoever is named Higgins, his real name is Jeremy Smith.
Smith?
Mm-hmm. Swift. Sorry,
Swift.
like Taylor. Oh, yeah, Downton Abbey. Yep, Mary Poppins.
Oh, he was in Mary Poppins? I've never
Yeah.
seen Mary Poppins. The newer one?
The newer one with
Oh, I have seen it.
Emily Blunt.
Oh, no, I haven't. Sorry, guys. Yes, I have. No, I haven't. You know,
No, I don't think I haven't.
Okay, so I probably haven't. So
I haven't.
I'm
Yeah.
going to say this before I forget here. So one way to add a little more interest or depth or just play, depending on how you want to, you know, how much I want to sell it. I'm going to mix a little gray here. And just because I'm thinking of it, oh, I've got a little red in my brush, but I don't think it's going to matter. You know, you can add... Just in case I don't get back to it. Just add some little fun, little color shift, not so much of a value change, but I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, painting the white really helps, and it almost might need another layer. I've got like a little dark spot up there.
Tinker says that blue looks great with the red of the Cardinal.
Isn't that yummy?
Mm-hmm.
I think it looks good with the hooker's green too. I don't know if Tinker saw this. But this is Phthalo Blue Green shade and Neutral Gray 5 that I've mixed, which is what these puddles are. That's Neutral Gray 5, and that's straight up Phthalo Blue Green shade. I think it's just fun for Christmas, and it's a little different. Oh, and then I don't know if we'll get to it, but gotta splatter. It's my favorite time of year because I get to splatter.
Yeah. I think are we going to say something?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I think in my opinion, the reason it probably pops more is just because that blue-green, you know, green is the complement of red, so it just kind of makes it pop a little more against it.
Instead of a straight up blue?
Instead of it like a straight up, yeah, like a blue or even just like a more purple blue.
Absolutely. Thank you for mentioning that. That's exactly it. It's so nice that you're an art kid. Well, you're not a kid. Sorry. Jack's 30, and I called him kid the other day.
Well, Gramps always said that you'll always be like kid or whatever to him.
He
you know?
calls me kid.
Mm-hmm.
But still, I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful. You are not a kid. Kid's in the rearview mirror. Sorry. No, I don't obsess about things or get stuck on things in my head. Not at all. Emily gets songs stuck in her head.
Oh, yeah,
I
relentlessly.
tend to get thoughts, you know. Yeah. I think songs are better, don't you?
You would think, but I don't know, because sometimes it's like in there for days. And sometimes it's songs I haven't heard in years. And I don't know, I just like wake up with it in my head.
Oh.
And I'm like, and then it's stuck. And it's never like the full song. And then I can never, it's always songs that I can't remember the full song of, or all the lyrics. And then it's just in there for days.
Well, I'm sorry.
It's very traumatizing.
Hey, I thought that was sort of sincere.
Apparently it's very traumatizing.
You wake up with a song in your head.
Sometimes, yeah.
Huh.
Oh, yeah.
I did not know that.
Or like, usually when I start singing it is like when it's like screaming in my head and I'm like, okay, it just has to get out. It has to get out. That's all I hear in my head.
Is Chase still in the chat?
I don't know. I don't know if he's still in the chat.
I was wondering if he was used to your songs.
Oh,
your earworms.
Oh, I don't know. I think more used to it, but still sometimes it's like, it's in there. It's in there and it's all I say or it's all I sing. It's all I...
Yeah.
Like his note, Back to the Blackest Black. It'd be so cute if we just had I wonder how much a tube is.
Well, see, here, let me finish it.
Because, like, if his nose really popped, you know?
Oh, really popped.
Yeah.
Or would it just get absorbed into nothing? Can you photograph it?
Yeah.
That won't be a problem?
I think the only time it really, like, so it's just really, like, a very true black. Like, when you see black on a screen, you know? Because after even black, like, acrylic dries, it's still technically not, like, black. You know? Mm-hmm. So I think the only time it would really like affect anything would be like 3D. That's when it kind of does the like mucking with your brain. But
well, that's why I wonder if it'd muck with a camera, but maybe I'm way off base.
I don't think so because it's flat. It's just a flat image, you know?
You said that, but you can tell you can't get the picture.
Because I know people artists use the blackest black because they don't like how a black technically dries just like a very, very, very dark shade of gray.
I got that. I'm just...
Oh my goodness.
So you guys don't have to like it. Paint whatever color you like, but I like that hints at the background rather than using black. And actually so do the toes, but they look really black. And I'll put another layer of black on that face. Or this blue-brown mixture. I did that in hippie hair. It was a cow painting, a Highland cow with hippie hair. Pretty sure that was one of my colors. And I think I might have used raw sienna. So I'm going to put the eye in. And I'm just going to put one coat and see what we think of it. Whoops. A lot of times my eyes and feet and things get a little bigger. And I like put my finger down or my knuckle down to, to stabilize my hand, which it really isn't working because I have it up in the air. Let's see, I think I might paint the mouth in too because we can always go over it with fur. Oh, you know what just popped in my head? Boots with the fur. I don't know how old that song is.
I was in middle
do you know
school.
Who that is?
Yes.
Okay.
I was in middle school, I think, when that came out.
Oh, you sang that one.
Or high school? Middle school.
I don't know.
I think middle school.
If like I go too far up here with the mouth, we can always just paint it out. Oh,
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just coming over to you because I found a diagram that I can just show you the picture of the blackest black. So there's black 3.0.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's like acrylic Mars black.
Yeah.
That's a gouache, but still.
Could they already see this in the chat?
No, I can't link a photo, so.
I don't know how that's going to video. It could be really hard on the eyes. That's interesting. So 3.0 black.
So there's like the blackest black, and then
Oh.
these are all shades of black that are around
I wonder
it.
if that's just one layer.
Let me see.
Make it work.
Oh, it's just a different matte black. So they have 2.0 and
Interesting.
3.0 versions of it. But
That's interesting. I can tell that would speed things up.
it's so black.
That's really interesting. I'm just kind of scumbling, quick blending.
Okay, Tinker says the short videos on Facebook and YouTube that are TikTok videos seem to use the same song clips. Like, I understand the assignment, which you're not gonna understand. Those get stuck in her head. Yes, those are probably horrible. Those are horrible earworms for me too. So
It's so nice to have you here. We've got a decent range of age and generation, you know?
yeah.
Because I wouldn't know. Yeah. I'm getting too fussy with this, but I don't know what I want to do exactly with the polar bear yet, so I put a little shading in so I can know where the ear is. It's kind of scumbling. Oh, maybe we want a bigger brush. That could be a emoji, maybe, depending on how much I say it.
What, a bigger brush?
Bigger brush, because it goes quicker.
How do I just do a paintbrush then?
I don't know. Like a really fat one. We could paint a little pink in the ear. I'm thinking, of course, it goes right off the canvas. And so then I didn't finish that thought really. What that kind of means to me is like, maybe Knox is going to, this is really strong, and I'm assuming the blacks are going to be really strong, but I don't want to pull you off the canvas. Oh, here's something I could have talked about. So I did, okay, these branches kind of mimic the sky a little bit. I don't know that I did that on purpose, but I did this branch on purpose. So you have Cardinal looking at polar bear looking at Cardinal, and then you have the branch, and then the nose. So you kind of get this going on. So it's a little bit of a painting design, you could call it. That's way darker than I like. Now let's just kind of, oops, drying. This is also kind of hard on your brushes. A brush that would work better for that would be something like this, which I don't think I've even used this one. Oh, it's an Art Sherpa brush. Ah, did not even know I had an Art Sherpa brush.
I did not know you had an Art Sherpa brush.
Actually, I was trying to grab this one. Princeton. I collect things and don't use them. Is that cute or is that bugging us?
That's a pretty red.
It is. It's actually working pretty well, and I'm going to paint over it. Okay, now it gets tricky because I'm awakening what dried.
It's got little rosy cheeks.
I think that might be cute when I can get it painted over. Right now it's like screaming at me. Okay, so let's go on just this color in the ear here.
Yeah, it just looks like a patch of like irritatedness.
Oh, thank you. I wonder if I laugh too loud sometimes.
Probably not.
I hope not. I don't want to blow anybody's ears out. If I haven't said it, thank you for coming today. It's fun for us. This is now my favorite day. I always like hanging with them, but I'm not so nervous. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, I was just applauding that it's like you've joined my team of it being your favorite day.
Do you get tired of waiting for me to come around?
No, because I know it'll just happen. It's slow. It's a slow journey, but this one wasn't that slow. No, you are under more pressure than I am. I'm not painting live on. I'm not trying to make sure I'm still moving, and it's not.
Yeah.
So I don't have that problem. But
oh, here, that's the color I want. I was picking up the wrong color. And it's funny because, as Tinker asked last time, it's not painting. It's not that looks bad. That doesn't bother me at all. I can always fix it. Did I say something dumb? What did I say? Were people bored? you know, got to be the hostess with the mostest. That's the stuff that makes me nervous. You know, or I get a picture in my head and I can't, all the words come like in a jumble, in a picture, not in a linear. That's what makes me nervous. But once I start painting and talking, I usually do okay.
Depending on how, like, realistic you kind of, like, because it's still going to look whimsical, but, like, depending on how realistic you get with the fur, I feel like this is going to be your, just like the pumpkin with the
black cat?
The Black-Eyed Susans.
Oh, that one.
So kind of like storybooky, whimsically, but still, like, a lot of detail to the art, you know?
Sure. Yeah, that bugged me with that one, but that's not gonna bug me with this one. Okay, so I pretty much did that just so I remember. You know what? Bigger brush. So I remember where the ear is. I'm gonna just leave some water in that brush and hopefully I remember too. Do I have a bigger flat? I could use this angle. Oh, I've got this one. I can get this one. It is a 12 Zen from Royal Langnickel. I announce my brushes because other artists do. Let's throw in some white. A little bit more water in my brush. So I stuck the brush in the water just so I saw it like break the surface. No, I didn't like dip it all the way down in. And also that's good. Sometimes when I clean it, I've got water up in here and then that drips on your painting. It's kind of a pain. And I do it. Okay, so let's make some progress. Brush stroke direction matters and helps you. Just like in a tree branch. Now this is like a really big tree branch.
Ooh. That's kind of satisfying when you like swipe it by the nose. It's like
don't make me self-conscious about my, I just bumped my video arm. Sorry, guys. I'm yelling at my daughter now. Don't make me self-conscious about painting. I'm not yelling at you, Anne.
I like when you use a bigger brush. Obviously, because you just see more, you know?
I really need to remember.
Well, you don't need to remember because eventually we'll just, I can just zoom in or something.
Ooh, yeah.
We'll put the zoom on it.
We'll have stuff and things. Now, do we want to leave the polar bear with some blues or we could paint the polar bear with grays and whites? What to do? I'm going to go blues. I think either will look great. Let's look at my eyeball. We're going to need coats. So you might like it better if you don't paint the background behind the polar bear, which I've done recently in some videos, and paint the background around. I probably wouldn't. You could paint around the tree if you wanted to, if that's your thing. For me, it's just easier to paint the tree limbs over branches. So I don't know how dark I want under here. But we'll just put some stuff in and see what we think. We can always darken the background too around the polar bear. I want to call him a snowman. Or we can darken this because it's almost the same value. Let's try darker and see if we hate it. So that's where I like to have, oops, my hair might be in the video, where I like to have some puddles available. And I'm just kind of mixing wet on wet here. I'm taking from that. It's fairly dark, but I'm only getting like a little on the corner of my brush. And my brush is already loaded with some white. And I'm just trying to define the edge a little bit. I just offloaded some paint there. So I'll work a little section at a time, and if it starts to dry, then I just leave it and come back later. Used to frustrate the heck out of me, but I know the layers are going to help me. It's actually, I've now think of it as, oh, thank you, paint, for helping me. Which may sound a little strange. But whatever, you know. Because art can be frustrating too, but it's the challenge that keeps me coming back. You know? We're doing okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that working? Is it working on video?
I mean, it's pretty close in color
Value.
or in value, yeah. But
And color.
I can still see it. You know?
And color. Sorry, hon, you were right. Yeah.
Both.
Yeah, I didn't mean to.
Close in both. It kind of makes him look a little ghosty. Like he's got a little...
Oh, he is transparent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if I had painted this before, it would go faster. Because I would know, like, I like that, I didn't like that. You know, I had some decisions made.
Mm-hmm.
When you paint it for the first time, then I do more sneaking up on. I still might go use gray on this guy too. That would, it'd be similar value, but it would be a different color, which would help.
I like that we got to see, though, that you literally just paint. I mean, it's not like that his cheek is harsh or anything, but like you literally just put a blob of pink underneath. Because it just shows that...
Here.
And that's what it'll look like covered.
I unharshed it for you a little bit. Mm-hmm. And I might put it back in. You know, we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Because I really think or a good chunk of the battle of your paintings is just the fact that you use so many layers, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So the patience for layers really helps. And
I just use my finger there to wipe off some of the paint. Yeah, to me this is just really relaxing. My biggest thought is swipe, 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 swipe. I wrote down some topics and I shut my notes.
While you look for your... Chase popped in the chat and he says, "Good afternoon, all. It's cold and chilly here in Omaha," which it is. It's very cold and very chilly, so he must be back.
Hey, Chase. You know what I think might be happening, but I can't tell?
Hmm.
Yeah, I think I picked up a little bit of the rosy because it wasn't very dry, and it actually, I don't know that it shows on camera, on video. But this area is a little pinker, but I don't know that... I think I'm going to let that dry. I don't know if anybody can see that. On a bigger painting, that's what's nice about a bigger painting, is like that, the 3 cows. I mean, it's, by the time I get back to that cheek, it's going to be dry. Because there's just so much real estate to cover in a big painting.
It already looks good, though.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it's
getting values.
Yeah.
Now. I don't know if I like it blue.
Him blue?
Yeah. Yeah, that was a really weak yeah.
Yeah.
I got too much water in my paint there.
I think if he has... I like the idea of the blue being in him, though. 'Cause that's kind of...
Yeah, it might be too much. We'll find out.
Yeah, he might need to be a little whiter.
Oh, yeah. We're 1 layer in
Yeah.
here. And I can still see my chalk line because I didn't lighten it up. I forgot. That's where that teal is really nice. Even I went over it with some black charcoal.
Mm-hmm.
And it just starts to disappear. I'm hunching. Sit up straight.
We can't see, so...
I know, but my shoulders are starting to hurt.
Oh, are they? Yeah.
Oops. I hope that's on camera.
Oh, yeah, you were on camera.
Okay.
That's the hard part, is it lags a little bit for me, so
Yeah. Well, but I'm so glad and grateful that you're here in the chat, because, I mean, I know some artists do it all, and you could just stop and talk and look at the chat.
Mm-hmm.
But it's nice because you help with the conversation. And you help with chat. You help with panics. You know, I'm overemphasizing that. I might end up painting that out. But just kind of to help.
Makes him look roundy, though.
Give him some shape, and it might be too much shape. I don't know. Let's see. You know what? If our light's coming from over here, even though I have a glowing beak on my Cardinal, we would see whiter here. So I'm going to put some in. Yeah. My paint's drying out already. I wonder what kind of paint. I don't think Eric uses Liquitex. I don't know if he's still in the chat. I don't know what kind of paint Tinker uses, Bonita likes. I mean, there's not a right or a wrong. There's a lot of great brands out there. If anybody wants to say that, I don't know why that popped into my head. It's not one of my talking points. Because I'm just curious. I stick with Liquitex now because I know it pretty well. I buy so many darn colors, though I forget. Just taking a little water, and I'm kind of just gonna.
I've never used anything but like basics of.
Is that? Oh, that's Liquitex.
Yeah. Yeah, or like Blick's brand basics, but who knows if they just take the Liquitex paint, you know? Just like how they rebrand.
Just like the grocery store does. It's really Pillsbury or whatever.
Yeah, or like the name brand, like Target brand aspirin or something is just Advil, or that's different. That's ibuprofen, isn't that? I don't know, but you get what I'm saying.
It's just made by the same company, just plain label, white label.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's just the same as Liquitex.
I really like Blick.
Yeah, I like their brand too, and they were close to school, so I'd just go and buy them. Yeah. But I've never strayed. I've never used Golds or Golden. Is it
Golden?
Golden.
I've got one tube here. I can't get the caps off sometimes. I really like their paint.
Oh yeah, I hate caps like that.
Oh man.
Do you need me to?
I may not be using that CAD yellow light.
I can try and open it.
Oh, it's a Hansa yellow light. I don't need it now.
Okay.
But that's why I stopped buying Golden.
Mm-hmm.
It could be my hands, you know.
Oh, Eric has spoken. Okay, Eric uses Soho Master's Touch Thick Body, Blick's Heavy Body. Oh boy.
Utrecht.
Okay, thank you. Heavy Body and
Blick's or Utrecht's at Blick.
Golden and Golden Opens.
Oh, neat. And I know that you can mix them all together. I've never done it, but right, Eric, you don't have any trouble mixing and matching. Yeah, I think Utrecht would be. Utrecht?
The Utrecht is kind of how it's spelled, so I would think.
Yeah. That might be a step up from the basics. I don't know. It might be the same. Mm-hmm. A lot of it is just how much pigmentation in it. And quality. So I really hate that right now, just so you guys know. But we'll refine it.
He mixes all the time and use muddy colors too. And he uses muddy colors too. I read that weird. Did that make sense to you? I feel like sometimes I read it like how a robot reads it with no inflection.
I think he mixes and matches brands all the time.
Yes. Mixes all the time and uses muddy colors too. There we go.
I like muddy colors sometimes. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do right there.
Make it look like he's got a little fuzzy ear.
Oh, I could. Thank you.
Well, you already kind of are by making the line a little more jagged.
Oh, yeah, but I meant right. right here. Ooh. I don't know if I like that.
Chase left another super chat.
Oh, Chase.
$4.99. He says, sorry, all I have to leave early.
Oh, thank you for
Oh,
coming.
he said art hugs. Have a great Wednesday, art hugs.
Oh, thanks for coming. Thank you. Thank you for your support, Chase. You are really helping this channel grow. Thank you. Oh, he's a good guy, Em.
Yeah, he's all right.
Are you hoping he's gone or hoping he's still there?
I don't, either or. Either or, it's funny either way.
Yeah, it is. Well, I think that actually might work pretty well.
I love his rosy cheek. It's so cute.
It looks better. Whoop, and I actually picked some up. I don't, it like, I erased it. I'm gonna have to put some back in. Probably, my brush is probably too wet. So you kind of just find, I just kind of find the structure. And like that part of the ear is looking decent. Not crazy about the bottom part of the ear. As long as we're talking about it, let's see if we can do something here. I have no idea if that's going to be a good value. Oh, it is pretty good. I think I need to let it dry a little bit. Oh, my voice is kind of... I don't know if I like him blue. He is kind of ghostly. I wonder if we need to make him whiter because his head... I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
I think
He's coming along.
yeah, that you've darkened the ear a little bit. He's...
And I'm not like upset or anything. I'm just like, I don't know. How do you know when a painting is done? When I am happy. So for a little ornament that I had on the... Did we do the Cardinal last week? The Cardinal ornament?
Yes.
You know, if it takes me 3 hours, it's fine. You know, I don't sell it for much, but I'm happy with it. And I am getting faster. We had that conversation last time.
Mm-hmm.
More
Yeah.
so with the pandemic, because I just have lots more time to paint.
Ooh, that. I like that. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, but if you kind of try to
The swipey.
loosen up
Mm-hmm.
and think
He's cute.
face direction.
Mm-hmm.
I think he needs more white up here.
He'd be cute on a winter garden flag.
Oh gosh, yeah. Another reason to paint him. I don't know if I mentioned that or I think I mentioned
Yeah,
that.
you talked
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's cute.
Cute.
It's like talk yourself into loosening up, and it helps I have the darker under there. Maybe I want, now that I'm liking that, then it inspires me to go, okay, maybe we want, it's a little harder to do. So like, I have a thought, but I don't know how to. This is to me the fun part of painting, and it's the unplanned part. Like, oh, that worked well, let's do that. And then if you do it everywhere, it may work everywhere on the polar bear, but I don't know that I want to do it everywhere on the whole painting because it loses its. If it's everywhere, it's nowhere is what runs through my head.
Mm-hmm. Because it all blends together then.
And it's all the same.
That's just the texture you're carrying through the painting at that point then.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So
Whereas this looks like fur.
Yeah, and that might be too much, but
Oh.
we can knock that down if it becomes too much. Yeah. Okay, this is where I wonder if we had livelier chats, we would have more people. You and I had livelier discussions. I'm not like...
I don't know.
I have no idea.
It's not like they're going to know we're having lively discussion
So they watch it?
Till they watch, yeah.
That's very true.
So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I should keep like a running, because you kind of keep a list. I should keep like a list.
To help me out with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't I keep a list? I just show up and sit here.
And crochet?
I haven't. I've only got, this is as, if you turn around for 2 seconds, this is as far as I've gotten today.
Oh, I knew I was going to do it up on the table. Oh, but
Not
it's
far.
cute. It's,
Yeah.
it's a little gray
It's like 5 minutes of
yarn
crocheting.
with little color.
Oh, no, it's green.
Oh, it's
like
green?
yeah, it's like one of the green ones. I think you picked out that green.
Oh, it could be because I'm looking at all this color.
Yes.
Okay, I don't like what I'm doing now. I think it's going to be too much or something. Let's go back. I'm going to probably have to put my cheek back in. But the nice thing is I won't forget about it.
Tinker says, for acrylic, I like Golden Open. Golden has an amazing pigment load. Golden Open is a medium body, which she loves the blendability, plus because the caps come off of them easily, unlike regular Golden.
Ah.
Now I need to Google.
And do the opens feel sticky or not? Because if they stay open, I don't know. I'll just stop there. Do they?
If they are open.
Do they, like my paints will even get a little sticky when they start to dry. Because I'm thinking of, what do I have? I have some extender, and it's probably so old that I can't even demonstrate it. And it got sticky, but it wasn't Golden Open paint. It was like Liquid Tix. Excuse me, extender.
Well, it looks like,
Sorry, guys.
upon just Googling Golden Open, because I wanted to see what it looked like, it says Golden Open, slow drying acrylics.
Yeah.
So,
Oops.
it made the slow drying capability may kind of counteract that.
Oh, you guys, Hey, Emily.
Mm-hmm. Do you need liquid, or do you want me to mute you?
Mm-hmm.
Golden Open stays wet longer, acts like oil. Okay, so yeah, I'm kind of right with that one.
Oh, I am so sorry.
You're good.
My eyes are watering. Hopefully it wasn't too loud when I took the mic off and put it back on. Oh my goodness, listen to my voice.
Yeah, it sounds like you have a frog in your throat now.
Sorry, guys.
That would be kind of nice, though, if they're kind of like an in-between. Or not really technically like an in-between, but sometimes in the winter, since acrylic dries so fast, you kind of have to work faster. If it's a slow-drying acrylic, you still get the benefit of not having to wait weeks. But,
For the whole painting's dry?
yeah. Tinker says, almost like a soft butter that you leave on the counter overnight in the summer. It has the softness of Hobby Lobby Master Touch, but not the stickiness.
Oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry, you guys. That's got to be horrible to listen to. I got a tickle in my throat that wouldn't go away. I'm crying. So it would blend more like oil paints if you like that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
You probably wouldn't have to work as hard. I don't know if it's hard, but like just how the Queen Anne's lace that you painted, people were asking if it was oil.
Mm-hmm.
You probably wouldn't have to work as hard to achieve that look.
Well, it wasn't hard.
Then you don't have to worry about it.
Well, and that sounds really snotty. Sorry, guys.
I do see that some of the Golden Opens still kind of come in that annoying cap, though.
Well,
It also comes in like a little tub.
what if I
type
had
deal.
some pliers and I could just...
Yeah.
Well, I think Goldens are great paints. Excellent paints. Yeah, I don't know. It's all what you like and what you're used to.
Mm-hmm.
I've never painted with the opens, I might love them. I can't get my voice to come back to normal.
Maybe
Sorry about the candy in my mouth, but it's helping. I can still paint and sort of cough now. Because, see, I mean, I can wet blend. I think what I do is I wet blend in little sections. Like the Cardinal.
Yeah.
But, yeah, if you want to go back to it, I can't now. But that doesn't personally bother me, but I could see how that could really drive you crazy.
Yeah, if you
wanted it to stay open. Well, I'm glad to hear they're not sticky. I should really buy some and try them.
Yeah. And if you get it in I'm assuming the jar is more paint though, so I don't know if you'd want that much, but if you get it in the jar, then you could just use the jar opener I bought you for Christmas a couple years ago.
Oh, I really could.
Instead of pliers on the little tubed ones.
Yeah.
But I bet unless they have like a really small version or something, I bet it's more paint. And you kind of have to palette knife it out. You can't squeeze it out, which may not be bad.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That was rude. I thought I had it covered. Yeah, no, that's a good point. I mean, you work around whatever you get used to. Oh, that's so lovely that I had that coughing attack on live.
That's how you know it's getting colder out. It's just drier.
I don't know. I'm warm now.
Do we open the window more? Okay.
At least my eyes stopped crying.
So you can paint.
Yeah.
Tinker says, I use the regular golden with their medium to keep it wet longer. But I'm too lazy to keep mixing the medium, so I just rebought all of my acrylics in open instead.
That's her thing. Yeah, I don't like this head right here. That's really interesting. I should try some sometime. Is that too much of a hole in around his eyeball? So I'm losing his cheek, but I'm going to see if I can... I'll go ahead and answer.
I don't know. It does look like it's receding a bit now.
Is it too much?
But maybe if... It might just look a little more different because you almost kind of need like a brighter highlight on the other side of his eye.
Well, I was thinking... That might be right. I was thinking that it would actually be here. Maybe I need... Could go down to a smaller brush too if I'm just getting too frustrated.
I'm trying to find the...
Does that help?
Like an average drying time for the golden opens. Let's see here. So, regular acrylic is relatively unmovable at 30 minutes. Open will remain wet for 60. And reworkable for hours.
Oh. I can wake something up next day if I really wanted to. But I think I know what they mean.
Yeah.
Excuse me, guys. I hope that wasn't too gross. Oh.
So technically, we are a minute away from 1:30. Do you want...
I would have gotten further if I didn't have a coughing fit.
So I don't know if you want to go a little bit longer or we can just stop. Tinker says mine was dry in an hour if it's a thinner layer. Yeah. So that's about on par with what they're saying here.
The water would make it dry faster. That's one thing about when I mist my paints. It's kind of a double-edged sword. It can kind of rehydrate them. When I put them in a tin, or I always want to say tin, a gallon baggie. But it can also make them dry faster. I think he might be pretty close to done. How is he looking? And then I think I might, if I do any more, I'll just post instead of making this a complete video, I mean, I didn't show the beginning. Sorry, like my nose is running. I think I'll just post the final photo in the community tab.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then we don't get 2 videos out of this one from our perspective.
That's fine, though. I mean, we mostly get 2 videos all the time.
But really, I mean, I will play with this more. They're starting to look pretty good. I need to look at them on here. Maybe if some people want to see him a little closer. Is that too?
Yeah, he's cute.
Okay, so I darkened this up here. Is that better?
His neck, you mean? Or
right?
Oh, right there.
Above his eyes. Sorry.
Yeah, that helps.
Less of a hole. Less of a crater.
His eye was really looking like it was, just like a black hole. Tinker says she doesn't use water with open, just uses it as is because it's thin enough. I guess, yeah, if it has that theoretically they already pre-mixed that medium or whatever in there, it'd feel thinner, yeah.
That's probably annoying when I keep saying
Sorry. No, I'm kidding. I was just mimicking you.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, that could be annoying. Oh, I don't need to do that. I've got some mix. I'm going to grab a little bit of what I'm calling my black. I mean, what? Is that too much? It's going to sink into his neck, which might be too much.
I have to wait to catch up.
Oops, and I put it off camera. So now I'm...
No, he was still on camera.
Oh, was it? Okay. I'm bringing him back up. Bringing it not quite so dark. Yeah, back up makes sense. Oh, and I've got... Our brands want to make patterns out of everything. So what I'm thinking is darker corner, but I think that might be too dark. Pardon me. So let's... I'm not embarrassed, but I'm just like, oh, how awful to have a coughing attack. I guess I'm a little embarrassed. I keep bringing it up.
I think it's fine.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not liking that. Let's try. So what I would do, well, here I can do it. Let's do. I want to go this direction. So this is how I paint cow fur. I'm like, too light, too dark. Needs to be lighter, needs to be darker. Lost my cheek, put it back in, And then I smeared it. Do I like it? Is it too smeared? Does it need more brush strokes?
Yeah, I'm liking him a lot. He's cute.
Oh, I think the dark might help.
Yeah, it gives his fur...
Gives him a little...
Yeah, it gives him more fur feel, but...
I think... Well, sometimes darker corners are just a good art trick. I'm so glad I'm not on camera. You guys can't see me fighting with my nose. Okay. And then I'm thinking, do we want a little... So I overthink it, but you can fix it. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
This is where, for me, the painting gets fun and I can spend another hour or 2. Gosh darn it.
Tinker says it happens to everyone. It keeps it real. I know a YouTube artist that has a pee song they play whenever they have to run to the bathroom. A cough is nothing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, like away from keyboard kind of a...
Yes, yeah. There's I've people that stream that I've watched that do like 3-hour streams. They it cuts to just like a away from keyboard or like I'll be back and then song music plays kind of thing, but it's for their pee breaks.
Wow, that's a long time to be live.
Yeah. Well, if you're talking like more Twitch, where streaming is the thing you do instead of YouTube, you can stream, you can post videos, you can tend to do a lot more. Like there's streamers that's their job, so they stream for 8 hours. You stream for 8 hours straight.
Does Ben Lupo stream that long?
I don't know. I don't watch Ben.
Yeah. I just wondered if you knew.
No. I do know that people do treat it as like their job though. So, you know, you get on at 9 and then they stream until, they may stream for 6 hours. It's not quite a full day, but.
You know? Yeah. Oh, sorry, honey. I'm looking at my iPad. That's pretty darn cute. Might be done.
He's so cute.
Is this too much? You can't see, but it'll show in a second. So I've got this white. Come on, catch up, stream. I've got this white angle.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is it good? Or is it too strong? Oh, sorry. You guys can probably hear the candy in my mouth. I just realized what I was doing. No, it's not a heck yes or a heck no.
I thought he was going to be a little whiter all around. But
You can make him whiter all around.
Tinker asks, when you varnish, does the color really pop and become brighter?
Yes. Well, I don't know if it'll show on video. I think it has a little more depth because I put a gel gloss layer on it. And some artists call it a gel gloss isolation layer because if you put removable varnish on it, it protects your painting. So they'll take the satin varnish off, they'll see it starting to get shiny and notice that they've gotten the varnish off. Plus the yellow, like if it's an oil painting, you know, you'd see the yellow coming off. And then I think this one has satin varnish, so it's not going to have as much depth as the ornaments. I don't have one over here. But I think it does. I think it kind of makes it juicier. But I don't know that you can tell on video. I keep forgetting we're going to make him whiter. His name's Whitey, for goodness sakes.
Oh, it is.
Well, I couldn't come up. I just was coming up with red and Whitey. I didn't know a title.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry about the candy. I keep playing with it. I'm just trying to vary.
Yeah, that gives him more depth.
I need to lighten this then. Does he need, like, should I go down? Maybe I go over here.
Yeah. I think if you just, slowly work it and blend it, it looks very
I love how
good.
that Cardinal just glows.
I know he does kind of glow. Tinker says this is way better than cleaning my fridge. Thanks for giving me an excuse to put it off. I need to do that. I need to clear out. I looked in the fridge and I was like, we have so many jars of just things that that have probably been there for a very long time.
You don't want to open?
Yeah. I mean, it's like pickles because the farmer's market the vegetable stand that we like, they had like a pickle flavor that we didn't see last year, so we got those, but we haven't really touched them. So we should probably just throw them out.
Oh.
We have like 7 jams open in the fridge. We have like a blackberry. We have a strawberry rhubarb. We have raspberry. We probably have the peach one open in there.
Yum.
Yeah.
The pickles, I wouldn't assume they would still be good.
Yeah, it just takes up a lot of room.
I could take them.
Let's see. Oh, she says, I like the brush strokes on the bear. Kind of reminds me of icicles. Perfect for winter theme.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Oh, yeah, the little white touch on his ear. That helps, too.
Mm-hmm.
I like. So cute. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, stop.
No, I like his little ear hairs. They're so cute.
Oh, I think I better stop.
Okay.
No. I mean, stop.
Touching his ear. Yeah, it's cute.
You know, it's working stop, and then I'm still going. So I'm letting people know that, like, I don't always stop.
Is that one of your not clean brushes, but like kept brushes, or is he a fuzzy, destroyed brush that you're making the fur with?
Oh, sorry about the candy, guys. Dang, I should spit it out now.
You're fine.
He's getting fuzzy. or she.
The brush. Okay, yeah.
Well, he's shorter. This isn't the same brush, but I don't know if you can see on camera. I'm still playing with the darn thing in my mouth.
Oh, yeah, you can tell that he's a little abused.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Here, this one's closer. Same company. He's starting to get fuzzy. I don't know if you can... Sometimes I can get him to point up, but he's getting to where I can't, where this one's got a nice crisp.
Yeah.
I go through little brushes because I use them a lot. I stir with them, and then I clean them off, and they just get...
Well, Tinker says, we have 3 strawberry jams open and 2 of the same pickles. LOL, kids, man. I have that same problem, but it's not
She's
a child.
She's the kid photo I sent you.
Yes. Yeah, that was so cute.
Yeah.
It's because I've seen this all over. I felt like I was on this like space of TikTok for a minute that was like, your husband or your boyfriend or whatever, like you ask him to grab something and you tell him exactly where it is and he opens the drawer and the drawer is empty. But then when she gets up and does it and she opens the drawer, it's full and she grabs it right from the top. Yep. And it's something, because that's literally, Chase does that exact same thing and he thinks the pickles are gone and then he can't see them in the fridge. And then he opens up a new jar. So we have 2 of the strawberry rhubarb jams open because he didn't see that one was in there.
Yeah.
But it's the exact same thing.
Well, okay, this is super sexist. But they used to say, men hunt and women gather.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost what you're describing. He can only focus on the one thing.
Yes.
And he can't see it.
Yeah. Oh, it's and he's like, Emily, where? I know this is here. Where is it? And I get up and I pull it out right where it is. He's like, I know it's there. I just can't see it.
Yeah, he's not doing it on purpose.
Yeah. Bonita says the Dollar Tree store has Betty Crocker scissors that have a part for opening bottle caps.
Yes, I know what that looks like.
$1 well spent, as I have terrible time opening golden paints. Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's probably smart, because I don't think your little, the thing I got you will go small enough for your golden.
I would need, I know what she's talking about. Have you seen Graham's really old scissors, and it has this, ribbed area in the middle, right above the handle, and then you can...
Chase's,
it's kind of right in here.
The cooking scissors that Chase has.
Oh, does that have
has that? Yeah, but then it has also, I think that part can also be used for, that you use that part when you crack open crab legs or something like that too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, walnuts.
Yes. Oh, Tinker says accurate in all caps. Probably to the
descriptions.
Yeah, the Chase not being able to find something in the fridge or in a drawer. Yeah.
See, it dries darker because I had more contrast here. Or not.
Yeah, that looks so good.
Is it looking okay? I don't know what to do.
He's very sweet.
We can always glaze cheek back over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I like the brushy, it's less harsh for strokes, I guess, It kind of is softening him.
Mm-hmm. Just kind of scrubbing and brushing and changing my direction a little bit. Is it too dark in the corner now? I really lightened him up here. I'm going to look at... Oh, I added delay so slow. Mm-hmm. Are we done?
Tinker said you can email them about your top, and they'll send you a replacement or a replacement cap, new and improved.
I have to be able to get the cap off.
Do you want me to try? I bet I can get the cap off.
That's good to know. Sure. We're going way over.
I know we are. I have it. Okay. Oh yeah, he's glued on. Well, I can see it.
I try to keep the caps clean, but they still... I have extra caps that I've saved. But I think no matter how much you try, your caps get dirty.
Yeah.
But I save Liquitex caps. Well, and then I wipe them after I put out some paint. Of course, it's going to be hard to see now, but I wipe the caps on some paper towel. Decent tip. Okay, I wanted this to dry more, but I might come back with a little matte medium and a little bit of my dark red and glaze.
I got it.
Muscles.
Mm-hmm. That's why I go to the gym. ways to open
All right.
your paint caps.
M is quick, look. Is that too dark?
No, because if you lighten it, then he's going to basically be the background color-ish. I don't think he's too dark.
Okay.
Do you not like him?
No, I just, I've been right on top of him for an hour and a half.
I like him because I think like one of our earlier stages, he was kind of blending in with the background, so he's kind of getting that ghosty. I think that kind of keeps him like he's in relation to the background color, but he's not the background color.
Okay.
Tinker says they sent her a new tube for free when she couldn't get one open.
I think Golden's a great company.
Yeah.
It's not like I don't love them. Once I got used to like Liquitex, like the colors I think are pretty good across brands, but they can shift. Mm-hmm. And I start to become sort of a color snob, which isn't necessarily good.
Well, and you get used to how a brand behaves, I guess. If you're
sure.
Eric said that he played with a lot of brands, so that maybe makes sense that you never quite like settle on one, but once you've settled on one, you get used to how it behaves.
Yeah, you do. And then you get, old and cranky. And I think I'm going to splatter here pretty soon and we might call it done.
Okay.
Even though I kind of want to put more color on my Cardinal. So I get so scared to do this and then nothing comes off.
That looks, I love that the snow makes it pop.
I love this. I think another artist says this too. It's like turning the lights on.
Mm-hmm.
And then I won't turn them on. You could turn them on all the way out to the end, but I won't. Because it helps keep you more into the painting. Mm-hmm. Do you like how my red hands do the gesture? When we have a little... And you could do this with a brush.
Okay. I kind of picked off some of the dried paint, and it seems like I can close it and then open it.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. It's all those hours I spend at the gym,
It's all the crocheting.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Crocheting, hand grip. Was he just, like, right here?
Are you okay that we're going super long?
Yeah, I'm fine. I was gonna maybe work on... So I think I'll even probably stay a little bit past whenever we get off, too. Because I was going to work on somebody's present.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know. I still don't, like, just in case, we probably shouldn't talk about it because he may still be here.
Yeah, we don't know. I won't. I'm going to put a little highlight in the eye. I'm assuming we want that. So I keep using this liner brush that's split. Because I'm just...
There's a happy accident. You use that brush so much. I feel like all it is just a destroyed liner brush.
It is. And I try to roll and, I got a point. And now it's starting to pull apart. And then I'm still going to try and do it. I'll just go this direction with it. Oh, here, we need a little... That definitely dried darker. All right, should we splatter?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I still want to put more layers on that Cardinal because I can see things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, okay, we definitely have to do this though. Now I'm sounding like other YouTube that I've watched where they're like, oh, we got to do this, but this. Well, and I didn't do his feet, and he really needs at least some darker.
Tinker says, have you tried the hot water method for the brush?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
We're going to learn something.
Yeah. Get ready. You're gonna learn something whether you like it or not.
Oh, I was going happier, but yeah. Is that from something?
No, I don't know. I am going to see if there has to be kind of like an accessibility cap, you would think, for Golden. They've been around long enough. I wonder if there's just like a tool that they make. Golden. So you don't, the scissors and stuff are, oh, there is.
So I want to say that Liquitex is the original old company, but that might not be right. I don't know. And then, but Golden is like a quick second, and it just because you're original doesn't make it better. And if I ever get a Liquitex sponsor, I may have just shot that in the foot.
Yeah, there is. They make a cap opener for all their sizes too. So like for the it looks like it would work for anything down to like a watercolor too.
You can tell when I'm painting. I don't answer you.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I probably got stuck on Liquitex just because of the caps.
We'll have to get the blackest black, the black 3.0, or whatever it is, and we'll have to paint with golden.
Can you order it on Amazon?
What?
The blackest black?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm going to throw away this liner brush when we're done. Oh, and I got white. Well, we're going to have snow.
Oh.
I got white somehow.
Tinker says, boil water, take it off the burner, dip the brush hairs in it for a few seconds, and then use your fingers to reshape it.
Really? Oh, yeah, that guy's starting to get abused. Really? I've like put some pink soap on it and let it sit in there and reshaped it. But it doesn't last very long. You got to wash the soap out before you paint.
Yeah. What am I looking at? Oh.
So all I did was put a little bit of detail in his toes. Just some dots. Oh, that sounded a little Eeyore-y. Just some dots.
Just some dots.
Oh, and I almost always have a paint finger. I keep thinking I can finish this quick. Let's use a different finger in case that blue comes off. Oh, I like that better.
Bonita says, another great video. Thanks, ladies. Be well.
Oh, thank you for coming. I'm going to splatter here and finish here pretty darn quick. Thank you so much, Bonita. It's been really fun to get to know you. Now, every time I see my donkey painting, I think of you, which I hope is a good thing.
Yeah, I agree. I literally was, I was just looking back there and I saw the donkey before we started, and it does remind me of Bonita too.
Well, I kind of wonder about her farm, and
yeah,
she has chickens, and so I'm sure you guys are like, this looks done. But this is what I'm not going to do much, but this is what I would do off camera. It's just lots of...
we cannot get,
okay.
It looks like you can get the black 2.0. It's not prime or anything, so we might as well just buy the black 3.0 from the actual people.
It's not prime, did you say?
Yeah, so it's just, you can buy it through Amazon, but you still pay
Oh, it's not
shipping and
Amazon
everything.
Prime. I'm
Yes.
thinking like paint primer.
Oh, sorry, no.
No, I went old school there. That's not your fault. Okay, leave it alone. Okay, I'm going to get some of that. I'm going to find some paper towel here. Because I don't want... I can always add splatters, but I don't want splatters on his face. You can use whatever. You can use tape if it's dry enough, artist tape. I don't want splatters on his feet. He's definitely a he. He's a boy cardinal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he's got the color.
Pardon me. My blue finger.
I love that you're just like kind of paper macheing this.
Yeah. I don't think I mind if it goes in his ear.
No.
Her ear. If I really want... You haven't thought... Like, Forest was a great title for that gnome.
Mm-hmm.
That's going up Friday, November 5th.
November 5th.
This Friday. Is it Friday?
Friday, November 5th,
I
Friday.
really like the snow on the branch. Doesn't that just help?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wrong brush. Where's my... There it is. You can use a toothbrush. You can really use any brush. I'm just using a number 1 Simply Simmons, and I'm gonna pull out some clean white paint and really just add water till it works. So, which is so unhelpful. And my paints are kind of drying on me.
I think it gets to kind of like a soup consistency.
Yeah, I've heard other artists say milk. But
I
really,
guess because we drink skim milk, or so like it doesn't, to me that's too thick.
Yes.
Or that's the paint that you're using is too thick.
Soup is better.
I'm thinking like a nice, tomato Campbell's
cream soup. Well, in theory, this is too much water per what you should thin it out, and then it could like crack and craze or something. And I've never had that happen. I don't know if it's because I seal it up with a gel gloss, so it's on top of a good amount of paint, and then there's a gel gloss layer that I paint that it sticks it and seals it all together. And if it doesn't come off, just add a little water. Change your... I'm not going to get much. Oh, it is actually showing on him.
Yeah.
And I didn't lighten his cheek, but maybe we're okay because I forgot about it. Or
I like his cheek how it is. It's coming across on video, so I bet it comes across even more in person. So I think
that does help. Yeah, okay. That's a great comment. That helps me. I keep talking over you, sorry.
No, that's fine. I was done. I had nothing more to say.
We're kind of like... I don't really... Mutt and Jeff's before my time, but I feel like we're like Mutt and Jeff.
I have no idea what that is.
I think it's a cartoon.
Oh, okay.
You can Google it. Oh, I got water. That's okay. Oh, and I haven't signed it, but I can sign it off camera. So I'm not going to need to really post the photo in the community.
I like that. It's very light, sprinkly snow. It's
well,
pretty.
You know what I'm going to do next.
You're going to put your bigger little
Yeah.
bloops in.
Oh, I should show them how to do that. We learned at the pottery place. I don't do it, but...
Oh, the back of the brush?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Stop. Really should... Now this is like, oh, I got a nice big one. I'm letting it snow. Let it snow. Okay. So if you have a roundish brush handle, you can stick it in your paint and make dots. So when we used to teach at that pottery place on 78th and Dodge in Omaha, Nebraska, we're not supposed to say places, but that's way far away. You would, have kids' birthdays and classes, and this is a great way for kids to do dots, but gosh darn, I like it for adults too.
The fact that you said that, like that just is like, because there's two places with similar names in town with two different owners, so I remember just like that's how you had to answer the phone.
That's why I did it. We both worked there for a little while.
Yeah, that's how that was my first job.
Oh, that's right. For a little while, I did, and then I wanted you to come, so I talked the owner into letting you come with me to the schools.
To the schools, after school programs. Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, okay, I have like almost a pattern going. It's so hard not to do patterns. Is that enough big snows? You're looking at the... of course, I keep working by the time you can see it.
Oh, Helen said, so happy I made the live. I am late.
Oh, we're just done.
That's why I'm like, oh, we're just finishing up some speckles.
And we went really long because I finished it live. Yeah, I think that's it. And I need to I'm not going to turn the hairdryer on off. All the coughing I did. Oh, you missed the coughing.
Yeah, she missed the coughing.
I had a coughing fit. And I took my mic off, which could have been worse because of all that mic noise. And then earlier I had needed little bits of paper towel into my kneaded eraser. Mm-hmm. I like to use tape, but this painting isn't dry enough. Artist tape.
Well, the paper towel worked really well.
It works well. Do we need spots on his nose? It's rhetorical.
Okay. I won't say anything.
That was a no.
No, I was just trying to decide. So, but you took the decision away. It looks cute.
See a spot in his ear.
Oh yeah, I like the little spot on the tip of his nose. That's cute.
We can. How long is? What time is it? Oh my gosh, it's almost 2. I mean, you can go and go and go and go and go.
What I do think we need to point out is this is the first painting in like almost 2 years of. Not almost 2 years. No, but going? I guess this is the second winter we've had of doing videos, and you finished it on live.
This is the first time, yeah.
Yeah, this is the first time we finished a painting on live.
I'm graduating.
Look at you go.
Simple subject helps.
Mm-hmm. That looks so cute. I love him.
I love snow.
He's sweet, kind of storybooky.
Yeah. It would look cute in a children's book.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Cardinal. I don't think they have the stripe there, but I like that in there. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to rinse my brush out here quick and say goodbye. Is there anything in the chat that we need to... Because I think I've been saying goodbye without, like, saying, Emma, is it okay if I say goodbye? You know, like, I just all of a sudden, we're done.
We're done. Goodbye. Bye. I think we're all caught up. Eric did send, he sent little, like, mask emojis and probably in reference to your coughing.
Oh, yeah, like COVID. Oh. Here's a screenshot if you want to grab one.
It looks pretty.
And yours won't turn out like mine, and don't worry about it. And if you use blue, it's going to look great. I can't help but have my own handwriting, but neither can you. So hopefully that little soapboxy lecture takes some of the pressure off. In case you want to see this. Oh, you know what I should do is also stand up. Kind of scoot my... Oh, that makes it bumpy. I'll have to do that in a minute. Isn't that fun? Just a couple layers of brown, and then the white really makes it.
Mm-hmm.
And like his tail wouldn't really look like that, but
He looks great.
you could put an eyeball in him.
I love all the fine splatters. Those are my favorite, I think.
Yeah.
Because you got to be a little closer to see those.
The ones you can't really control. Although these I painted right there.
Mm-hmm. You cheated.
I cheat. Okay, guys, this was really, really, really fun for us. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for all your support. I'm trying to slide off my stool without you guys hearing the noise. I hope you enjoy this one. Let me know if you painted or any of the other ones, or what traceables are your favorite. That helps me know what to do in the future. Next week is the Poppies, the palette knife Poppies. Great big happy art hugs, and I hope to chat with you soon. Bye, guys.